So in stand-up comedy, mostly what you learn is what doesn't work. So you've got to have a good relationship with things not working and staying in. And the question is, are you dealing with that as some sort of failure or feedback? Does everybody follow? If it's failure, man, you're doomed for all the people that have tried to stand up a couple times and then went away because they felt like a failure. Okay? If it's feedback, you're going to take it in and go, okay. Now, in order to understand feedback or take feedback, here's the first thing you have to do. You have to take responsibility for the show. You have to be responsible for the show. You have to say, I'm responsible for this show. And that empowers you because now there's something you can do, something you can learn. I mean, I see comics all the time blaming, they go off saying, oh, the audience sucked, the audience was bad, it was a bad night, bad timing, bad weather. As long as the audience is wrong, there's nothing for the comedian to learn. As soon as the comedian takes responsibility, now all of a sudden you can go, okay, what can I do? If I'm responsible for the show, what can I do to shift and learn and grow and talk to other comics and call up me or come to class or bring up the story about what went wrong and find some tools in order to handle that next time? That becomes powerful, and that becomes a working process with yourself so that you can learn to get better and better and better at an art form that is admittedly scary and difficult. If anybody tells you, oh, this is the biggest, just get up and do, because you understand that most people think stand-up comedians don't have a show. Your general people in the audience think that a lot of comedians are literally standing there and just chatting with them. Isn't that interesting? People will see your show, and as you get further along, the people will see your show a second time and go, wow, you did the same material. I thought the first time you made all that up. Oh, they don't see the craft and the years of piling and working on those and working and rewriting it and performing it over and over again. And do you know what? We don't want them to see that. We want it to be seamless. We want it to seem effortless. If there's only one illusion that I want to create in my classes for between you and an audience, there's only one illusion, is that you don't have a show. We want to keep that illusion. If they just think you're chatting and talking with them, they're going to think you're the funniest person in the world, and there it goes. Now all of a sudden, we don't want them to see the hours and weeks and years of turmoil and work that goes into building a show. And it will be all those things. We don't want them to see the technique, and we don't want them to see the work. We want them to have fun and laugh and have a great time. And that's what we want them to do.